Welcome to Watch of the Week on Caseback. This is a series of brief reviews of recently introduced timepieces. It's not a commercial, it's not paid content. You will hear my unfiltered opinion about certain watches. And our guest today is... Welcome to the 60s, ladies and gentlemen, because this automatic chronograph made by Breitling is a reissue of a historic timepiece from the 60s. And before we speak about that time, let's go over the basics. As I said, automatic chronograph and a chronometer at the same time. With a steel case, 41 millimeters is the case diameter, the thickness is 14, the watch is waterproof down to 30 meters and comes with a sapphire anti-reflexive on both sides. Inside is the caliber Breitling 23, which is a modified ETA 7753 with 48 hours power reserve and, as I said, chronometer in COSC parameters. And here with these images you see that this is a really dressy watch, but in a casual way. Goes well with canvas, denim, leather, and it looks pretty contemporary and young, and that was exactly what Willy Breitling in the 60s had in mind. Back then, he announced that Breitling would produce a watch for younger people, and apparently they had the same problem also manufacturers today have, too few young customers. And so they made this racing chronograph with this distinctive dial, which then was popular as the Zorro dial, Zorro, after the character Zorro, which appeared the first time 1919, but was then later made famous by cinema and TV. But if you ask me, a better reference would be the TV series The Persuaders with Tony Curtis and Roger Moore. And I don't know if you have seen this series, I think some of those episodes are here on YouTube. It was produced between 1971 and 1972, and there you have it, the loud style of the 60s and the early 70s, embodied in the Bronx businessman Danny Wilde and the Lord Brett Sinclair. And by the way, an original Time watch took part of the Bond movie Fireball from 1965. There Q had modified the watch for Sean Connery with a Geiger counter to find a nuclear weapon. But back to present times now. Breitling announced that this watch will be the first Breitling with a digital ID card based on blockchain technology, and so therefore easy to identify. So we see here the next move in the war against high-end fakes. And after all, I must say, a very cool watch, very cool watch. I'm not sure if 2000 pieces are really a limitation. This sounds more like a normal edition, but obviously they need some reason to justify the price near the 5K mark. Okay, that's all for now. See you next Monday to Watch of the Week on Caseback.